Cassandra, the complete sonnet sequence Les Amours de Cassandra, originally penned by French poet Pierre de Ronsard in 1552, received its first English translation in the publication known as Cassandra. The translation and editing duties were undertaken by Clive Lawrence, and Carcanet Press released this edition in 2015. Ronsard, renowned as the poet of princes and the prince of poets in France, deviated from the prevailing poetry style and structure of his era, opting for a more classical approach. The central figure of his work was the eponymous Cassandra, and his poetic tribute vividly captures his ardent and enduring love for her, recognizing her unattainable status as an unparalleled beauty. Clive Lawrence introduces the volume with a comprehensive preface, delving into the inquiry of whether Cassandra was a historical figure or merely a creation of Ronsard's poetic imagination. Cassandra had long been regarded by scholars as a real person, specifically a woman named Cassandra Salviati, with whom Ronsard was intimately involved. However, recent examinations have cast doubt upon this notion. Prior to Les Amours de Cassandra, Ronsard had written poetry dedicated to another woman bearing the same name, who did not resemble Salviati physically. Furthermore, Ronsard portrayed his relationship with this other Cassandra as more casual and friendly. In contrast, the Cassandra depicted in Les Amours is a legendary beauty of timeless allure, and Ronsard's love for her verges on the obsessive. Indeed, a biographer and contemporary of Ronsard asserted that the poet fell in love with several women named Cassandra throughout his life. As Lawrence observes throughout the course of Les Amours, Ronsard even varies his physical descriptions of Cassandra, leading some to believe that she may represent a composite of various individuals from Ronsard's own experiences. Alternatively, it is plausible that Ronsard employed the term Cassandra to denote any woman of remarkable beauty or any woman who captured his fascination at a particular moment in time. Based on Lawrence's findings, it becomes evident that Ronsard's romantic involvement with Cassandra, as depicted in the poem cycle named after her, was likely not real. Instead, Cassandra served as a focal point for Ronsard to explore and challenge the established literary conventions of 16th-century France. In essence, Ronsard utilized the concept of Cassandra in his work as a means to defy the accepted standards of poetry at that time. Indeed, Ronsard's poetic voice and structure in Les Amours harken back to the classical traditions that had fallen out of favor in the contemporary literary landscape. He heavily relied on the style of Petrarch, the renowned Italian Renaissance poet who lived 2 centuries prior to Ronsard. Notably, there are striking resemblances between Ronsard's sonnet form and rhyme schemes and those favored by Petrarch. Les Amours delves into perennial themes that poets have grappled with since time immemorial: love and loss, desire and despair, fulfillment and emptiness, and the profound human longing for connection and solace. Ronsard's homage to his beloved, depending on which interpretation one adopts based on Lawrence's research, draws inspiration from classical mythology. The name Cassandra itself refers to a figure from the Trojan War who was cursed to utter prophecies that went unheeded. This could be seen as a metaphor for Ronsard's own unrequited love, cursed to express his unwavering affection and devotion to a woman who neither hears him nor reciprocates his feelings. Ronsard also finds inspiration in the mythological creations of Homer and Ovid, infusing his poems to Cassandra with their influence. Like many poets before and after him, Ronsard infuses his work with a profound connection to nature, drawing on the vibrant landscapes of his native Vendôme as a vivid backdrop for his odes. The flowing Loire River serves as a symbolic representation of Ronsard's love for Cassandra, ceaselessly and perpetually coursing through his being. Meanwhile, the shifting seasons in Vendôme mirror the fluctuating emotions Ronsard experiences as he grapples with his unrequited affection. While many of the sonnets in Les Amours are exquisite and melodic tributes to an alluring object of desire, a few also delve into the darker aspects of Ronsard's feelings. In one instance, he poses a disturbing question to Cassandra, questioning whether she realizes that her rejection stains her hands with blood and murder. When viewed as a whole, Les Amours chronicles both the crushing agony and the exhilarating possibility of an unreciprocated love. Ronsard acknowledges that love defies logic and rationale, and that to love necessitates the self-delusion of a fool, to some extent. However, amidst this understanding, there remains a glimmer of hope that the dormant spark may ignite, a hope fueled by Ronsard's occasional intimate encounters with Cassandra. They engage in conversation, he indulges in sensual dreams of her, and at one point, they even share a kiss. These fleeting moments nourish Ronsard's spirit and permeate throughout his grand homage to Cassandra. Cassandra comprises a total of 228 sonnets, 3 songs, and 3 elegies. Additionally, the volume includes a few other poems by Ronsard, also exploring unfulfilled love affairs. Clive Lawrence's translation of Cassandra was awarded the prestigious John Dryden Translation Prize. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.